The wife of Governor Gavin Newsom, Jennifer Newsom, has now become the fourth victim to personally testify against Harvey Weinstein. And we are going to give you some of that testimony. Before we do that though, we do want to let you know that obviously this is going to be potentially triggering for some. This is a horrific experience that she had to go through thanks to this monster that she is going to reveal to us. He is currently, by the way, facing 4 counts of rape, 4 counts of forcible oral copulation, 1 count of sexual penetration by use of force, 1 count of sexual battery by restraint, and sexual battery in incidents ranging from 2004 to 2013. She is going to detail one of those instances here.
The wife of California Governor Gavin Newsom took the stand Monday at Harvey Weinstein's sexual assault trial in Los Angeles. Filmmaker Jennifer Siebel Newsom is now the 4th woman to testify against the movie mogul.
When the prosecutor asked her to identify Weinstein in the courtroom, she pointed at him, she wiped away tears, and she said, "He's staring right at me." She talks about another meeting at a Beverly Hills hotel. And this one, she says, was in the hotel room. And it plays out like many of the other descriptions we have heard before. At first, it's a regular meeting. There are assistants in the room, and then all of a sudden, they disappear, and then she says Weinstein goes into the bathroom and comes back out in a bathrobe. And she says he's making advances at her, which she is pushing him away. And then she says he finally pushed her onto the bed and he raped her. And she described that alleged rape in great detail.
So she had to explain all of that in front of a packed courtroom, in front of the guy who did it. And she's willing to do that because she knows that that sort of testimony is the thing that's potentially going to get us to finally have consequences for this monster. But that is being forced to relive it publicly in front of so many people. I can't imagine having to experience any part of that, including this horrible experience that she just had to have again. Jessica, what do you think?
Yeah, it's just disgusting and interesting that so many people believe the Me Too movement has brought us advancements, but it kind of feels like where we're at is dudes are just afraid of getting caught and afraid of getting canceled. And instead of having a culture where it's like, let's talk about how men oftentimes use their position of power in terrible ways. Instead of having an honest conversation about the power structures in our society, it feels like there are so many men who are just afraid of getting canceled, afraid of cancel culture. And it's important that we have cases like this bring justice. And we see it play out in the public sphere because people like Ghislaine Maxwell got off without any press on her case whatsoever. So it's good in that sense, but it's just awful that these people have to replay this so many years later. And there are so many victims of Harvey Weinstein, and it goes to show how entrenched they were in his power as someone that worked with him, because all of them thanked him in their speeches when they won awards. And so it's an interesting case study for how things are changing in our country, but also a reminder of how far we have to go.
Yeah. And look, there's a lot of, those are the sorts of things that obviously the defenders of this system will point to, but I don't know, I thankfully have never had to question whether I should go along with something or else that's the end of my entire career for the rest of my life. I can't imagine what that would be like. And I think it's very easy for like the worst men in America to pretend that that's not a thing, that they would never bow to that sort of pressure. But that's what makes this so horrible, that someone would be forced to make that sort of choice. So in any event, I want to give you a few more details. Siebel Newsom gave a lot of different, like walked everyone through the experience. But to jump ahead to graphic 3, she says, horror, I'm trembling. I'm like a rock, I'm frigid. This is my worst nightmare. I'm just this blow up doll that he's just trying to masturbate off of. She said that he initially had trouble penetrating her with his penis, which was, quote, so weird and messed up, but he eventually succeeded in ejaculating. And she describes the other assaults that he performed. And then on top of all of that, and all of that just unbelievable, Weinstein's lawyers argued that the disgraced producer did not sexually assault her, but rather had consensual transactional sex with her in exchange for helping her career. In his opening statement last month, defense attorney Mark Workman called Siebel Newsom quote, just another bimbo who slept with Harvey Weinstein to get ahead in Hollywood. He didn't say that in a leaked text message or on a hot mic. That was part of Harvey Weinstein's defense's opening statement. Knowing that he has been accused by a number of women of raping them, they decided to attack one as just another bimbo. And we're supposed to believe that maybe he's not as bad as we've been led to believe. Anyway, just disgusting. Hopefully she and all the others who have suffered at his hands will experience some justice.
Yeah, I can't believe that was the defense attorney's official statement in court during opening statements. And honestly, justified that she said his penis is so weird and messed up. He deserves that.
Yeah, among other things,
comes in
yes.
many forms.
Yes, his punishment should come in as many forms as we can come up with.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.